All right, so we're gonna do this in one take.
One take.
All right.
I think we got this.
So down here in Texas for Father's Day, and we kind of made this theme Father's Day week. Doing a lot of bike riding, hanging out, and I see on Buddy post this video, something like this with his daughter, and they was asking a series of questions. So kind of like the title says, it's going to be 21 questions between father and son.
16, right?
16.
16.
21 sounds good, but we got eight solid.
All right.
Okay. So who's going to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first. First question.
Okay.
What's more important, legacy or resume?
Oh, legacy.
Why?
I think resume is kind of like a introduction of what you've done, but legacy is long lasting. You can't get rid of legacy.
Okay.
All right, good question. First question. What was the biggest or most important lesson that you learned from your father?
Do it right the first time. He was always very, very aware of what was going on, and he always knew that one of the best things he could ever leave with us was do it right the first time, because that was your name was on it.
Okay.
Okay, next question.
All right.
Knowing what you know now, what piece of advice do you make sure the 20-year-old you follows?
Be ambitious, but slow down.
Be ambitious, but slow down. Give me a little more.
A lot of times I think, and I'm just thinking of younger me, you know, I'm so hype and I'm just going. And I might not have thought it through just a little bit more. It's like you could take a risk, but a calculated risk. Just slow down, just a little bit.
That's good.
And that's 20-year-old me, because I have more time then. It's different now.
Facts. Okay.
All right, next question. What is your proudest moment of me?
Definitely when you got the, was it PLC?
PLDC, my Distinguished Honor Grad.
Distinguished Honor Grad.
Yeah, that was that was a lie. You know, I came back from Iraq, they threw me down there.
Question.
Oh yeah, it was.
Cut. That was, I think that was a culmination of a lot of hard work. That was a culmination of a lot of life lessons. To be in that large group of soldiers and be distinguished as the one student who stood out above all. So that talked about the total person, you know, because they talk about leadership. They talk about, you know, a lot of different characteristics that go into someone who wins that award. So that was it.
Okay.
Okay, next question.
Next question.
One thing you take from my father and your grandfather.
It's kind of like we said, legacy.
Okay.
You know, seeing what you have built, seeing what you have come from, those attributes, those characteristics that carry forward. And it's, you know, like you said, it's your name on it.
That's right.
I think that's the biggest thing. As a leader, as an adult, one of the main things I think about is like, this is my name on this. It's part of my legacy. What is your favorite food and why?
Wow. My favorite food and why? My favorite food is Thai food.
I gotta figure that.
Thai food has a lot of flavor, a lot of spice. It excites the soul.
Okay.
I think for me to have found Thai food and then to find a Thai food restaurant here that makes it just like Thailand was extraordinary. I mean, it's the food.
Okay.
All right.
Next question.
Next question. Tomorrow you wake up and discover you're a billionaire. What is the first two financial things you do?
The first two financial things I would do is I need a lawyer.
Okay.
And I need some type of like asset consultant.
Okay.
Someone to help me manage these finances, because there's so much stuff that's going to go into that. Taxes. What's going to be better? Let's say I win all this money.
Okay.
I think if I take the lump sum, it may be better because that's the amount of money I make during 1 year, and that keep me in that tax bracket.
Okay.
You know, some people take the long-term payout, but if I'm making this long-term payout every year, I'm gonna be in a higher tax bracket every year. Do I want to do that? But I'd definitely be looking at, you know, a lawyer and some type of financial assistance to help me manage that type of money.
Okay.
That'd be mine. That's a good question.
Okay. All right. That's good.
Got one for you.
All right.
I was in Japan.
Okay.
You came to visit.
Right.
What were you thinking when you allowed me to tase you?
Oh man, that was a scary moment. I mean, you've seen the videos, you've seen people react, and I guess it's just the thought of just knowing that it's coming. And wow, I trusted you. I trusted you. I trusted you.
I think I got a clip of that too. This last second.
Okay, let me know if he wanted to.
You ready? We run out of battery time. Just quick.
I am not playing.
You ready?
You want to do it?
Oh man.
All right. You ready? I got you. Don't look at me. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. All right, here we go.
The following footage has been deleted in order to protect the innocent.
I think we took so long that the battery went down.
The battery went down.
So thank God for that one. Let's see. Next question. I'm going to give you 4 words.
Oh man.
Give me the first word that comes to mind.
Okay.
Cycling.
Longevity.
Army.
Hard work.
Guns.
Fun.
Mom.
Everything.
Okay.
That was interesting. If I were getting married tomorrow, what advice would you give me?
Make sure that she is definitely the woman that you can't live without. Make sure she's the woman you can't live without. Make sure you like her. It's one thing to love her, but do you like her?
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Let's see. What is your greatest personal accomplishment?
It's a weird thing about the Army. I joined the Army. Literally, it's almost been like 20 years. And then to get to retirement, I mean, that's a lot because there's just so much that I went through going through the military, joining the military, and actually being like kind of okay at it. I mean, I think that's my biggest personal accomplishment. That's a lot for me.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
What made you get into the IT field?
You really got me into the IT field.
Okay.
I was messing with computers. I think when it first came out, it's just like, not when it first came out, but when I first got introduced to them in 90, I think it was 93. And man, I just had a knack for, breaking them and fixing them.
Okay.
And Yudi said, you should go to school. And I went to school, got a certificate, and that was it.
Man, the rest is history.
The rest is history.
All right.
Okay, let's see. What does life after the Army look like for you?
I don't know. It's scary because that's what I've been thinking about. Like, I think the biggest thing for me is what's going to be my new identity. People see me now and it's just like, this is the Army version of them that they know. But there's so much of me that that's not Army.
That's right.
But I'm looking forward to that, and it's time for something new.
Something new.
So I'm definitely, I don't know what it looks like, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for you. Okay,
You going 2 in a row?
Oh no.
Because
It's your turn. Okay, all right. I was going to say, I thought I just did it.
9/11 happens, war kicks off, and I tell you I'm joining the Army. What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking to advise you on a career in the Army that will take you after the Army. I had no fear about you going. I knew you'd be okay. So it was all about picking something that I knew that would be easy for you. I knew you were analytical, you know, building things, figuring things out, something that would, you know, that would complement that in you. And I figured that would be easy and you'd be good at it. And here we are, you know, a few years later, and you're a master sergeant. You know?
The rest is history.
The rest is history. So I think it was pretty good advice.
Hey, great advice. All right.
Let's see. What do I have here? What is the first item on your bucket list?
Man, first item on my bucket list. You know, this is something extreme that I probably don't think I would do, but I might consider it
What's
just to go do it. Go skydive.
Okay.
I'm terrified of heights.
Yeah.
It's something I never think I would do,
Oh,
but I
no.
might just go do it. Why not?
Yeah, that's because it's on my bucket list. And I've, well, anyway, your question.
So this question has a follow-up story, right?
Okay.
And I think you know the answer to this, or I think your response is going to be what I think it is.
Okay.
What is the scariest thing I ever witnessed you do?
The scariest thing. Oh, wow. Okay. So during the ice storm of 99, I think it was.
That is it.
Yeah. So we were recovering from the ice storm, cutting down some trees, and we had some large oak trees in the backyard, and we were cutting them down, and got the chainsaw.
I'm going to have to tell my side of this
Oh,
story.
okay. Well, I'll make this real brief. So I'm cutting down the trees, you know, cutting down the land. The tree popped out, and it was coming toward my face, and I prepared for it, so I moved it. But the look on his face was, you know,
It didn't happen like that.
it was terror.
So the ice storm happens.
Okay.
We got all these trees in the yard, and
Right.
I remember I'm coming outside. I'm like, man, this yard needs to be cleaned up. Who's gonna clean this up? So we're at home one day, and somebody comes knocking at the door, and it's a tree service. I remember I'm yelling, Dad, there's a guy outside, and he's gonna clean up the yard. He's gonna charge like, $100.
Yeah.
He was like, tell him no. I said, what? I was so confused. I'm like, the trees just ain't gonna go away, you know? So I said, hey, we're not interested, close the door, and I'm thinking that's the end of it. The next day, I'm in the kitchen, I think I'm washing dishes or something, and I'm looking out the back, and I see you getting out the car, you got a chainsaw. I'm like, this is not good. We about to be in this yard with this chainsaw. So I'm outside, and we're cutting the stuff down, and everything seems pretty, it's going smooth at this point, right?
Yeah, I had a plan.
We get to this big, huge branch, and I'm looking at this branch like, that thing is massive. What is he gonna do with this? So he climbs up there, get the chainsaw, and you tie this rope to it. Not even a rope, it was like a string. Like, you go tug of war, right? You tie it around your waist. So I got this string around my waist, and it's connected to the branch. And you look at me, you say, when I cut it, you pull the branch. At this time, I'm probably like 90 pounds.
He was strong.
Man, as soon as that thing came loose, I was like, oh! And it was so close to hitting you in the face. I was like, man.
Yeah.
And I know you felt it because we had that look. And then you was like, all right, let's get to the next branch. Oh, man, that had me terrified.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was definitely, it was close. It was close, but I knew it was coming. I'd say a possibility was coming.
We got firewood for like, what?
Oh, man, we
3-4
had firewood
years.
for 3 or 4 years. Yeah, that was good.
Oh,
That was
man.
good. Yeah. Good questions.
Good questions.
Yeah. Okay.
So, it's funny you wearing that shirt.
Ah.
We go running at the Honolulu Marathon 2015.
Yeah.
And we get done running, and I remember we sitting in the backyard, we're relaxing, eating some pasta, drinking a beer.
Right.
And you're like, hey, you want a cigar? And I'm like, I don't smoke cigars. You remember what you said?
No.
You said, I don't either. And I that was the first cigar we had. So, you know, to finish off this Father's Day week, I got a couple cigars for us.
All right.
These are that groovy blue. Great cigar.
Oh, that smells good.
Oh man, ain't nothing like a good cigar.
Oh, that's good. I like
It's
that.
good. I like this.
Wow. Man, that's good. Good questions. Good answers. Yeah.
Father-son week.
Oh, it's been a great week too, and we went around. We put in what 120,
120 miles on the bike.
120 miles on the bike.
Yeah.
So we end up riding a lot of the routes that we used to ride, and back then we were just getting started, so they
It was
used to
tough.
kick my butt.
It was tough.
Yeah.
You know, riding it now, it's like, man, you know, the fitness has gotten so much
So much
stronger.
better. So much better. Man, I think I'm a better rider after this week. I mean, really pushed me. Really pushed the old man. And I was telling Napoleon, my grandson, that I think JR forgot I'm an older man. But it was good. Good. It was good. Good riding, and yeah, excellent.
All right.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Cut.
Cut.